today we're gonna do something different. We are going to do a full face of makeup with no foundation whatsoever. So let's get into it. So the first thing that we are going to do is our brows, of course. So I don't have any pomade, like brow pomade. I don't even have a brown pencil. I probably do have one. Brow pencil. So what we are going to use is my brow lip liner from NK Makeup. It's drugstore. It's actually an eyeliner. It's not even a lip liner, but I use it as a lip liner. We don't really have to do much to our brows, so we are just going to outline it and make it like give it a little bit of height and put a longer tail on it. So the next thing that we are going to do is conceal the brows. What I'm going to use is my Morphe 9FW palette. I'm not sure if this was a Morphe palette that was actually, I'm not sure if this was a Morphe palette that actually came out with Morphe. This is something that I bought off of Amazon. It's a concealer palette. As you can see, there's like a lot of stuff missing. It's very used. Do not judge me at all. But we are going to use this concealer palette to conceal our brows. So I'm going to take my Shop Miss A AOA concealer brush. The one that I have is F16. It came by itself in the package. So, and I'm going to use this bright color up here at the top. This palette is very like convenient. It is kind of dry, so if you do have to spray it, or it does get dry, I wouldn't say, it doesn't start off dry, but after you've had it for like a while, it does get dry. But if you have to spray it with like water, like rose water or something, just, you know, to get the juices flowing. So to blend all this concealer in, I am going to use my Wet n Wild. I'm not sure if this is a concealer brush or an eyeshadow brush, but this is what I'm using. I bought this brush like a while ago, so I only know that it's Wet n Wild because I only bought like maybe 2 or 3 Wet n Wild brushes that I still have. Now that the brows are done, we are going to set our eyelids to start with the shadow. So for this look, we are going to use our Morphe 35D palette. And the colors that were chosen was the colors that my grandmother chose. So the colors that she chose were orange, blue, and red. So we're gonna see how this turns out. So the first thing I'm most definitely gonna start with is the orange. Only because it's the brightest color. And I want to start that off for our transition color. I think this look is going to be very different. Something out of like my normal range that I don't normally do. So. So now I'm going to go in with the red. Ooh, it's coming out cute. So I decided I'm going to do a cut crease. So I'm going to take that same concealer brush to cut my crease. So now that we have that applied, I am going to go in with a white shadow. Now that we have that done, I am going to make a winged liner. It's going to be a colored winged liner. I had to make sure I got closer so you guys can see. So for the liner, I pretty much just took the concealer brush and drew my wing. And we are going to go in with a, I'm not sure what this brush is called, but it's the Shop Miss A brush E134. And we're going to use the light blue and put that on top. Trust the process, guys. Trust. We are going to do the foundation part. So we're not really using any foundation. What we're going to use is the same Morphe concealer palette. I'm actually going to use this shade here. So now that we have the concealer on in the outer places, the places that we are not going to highlight, I do know this is very olive looking, but when we go ahead and we highlight and we contour, everything will come together. So to blend, we are going to use our beauty blender. Okay, so now that we have that done with our contouring, as you can see that the concealer did blend, even though it was like really olive, it blended. The concealer for our highlight part is a bit bright, so what we're going to do to warm the look is take our Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and we're going to contour. So we are going to take our brush, I think this is a blush brush, and we are going to use the deepest shade in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tint to Deep palette. Now we're going to take that second shade and we're going to bronze. We are going to add our Casey Glam Shop lashes and our Bella Terra shimmer. It's called Gold Mine. I'm going to use it as a highlighter. And we are going to go with a glossy lip. So this is the final look. The gloss I end up using is the Casey Glam Shop Liquid Lip Gloss in the style Diamond. The lashes I end up using are the Casey Glam Shop Dawn lashes. They are 25 millimeters. And you can get these bad for 20% off with the code FUN. So, if you like how this look turned out, for sure, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment and subscribe as well. If you feel like I could have did something different, or you have another alternative for not using foundation, let me know. Put it in the comments and I'll try it. Until then, bye, glam babes.